Let me ask you some questions. How many words you can mug up without concept of the word? You forget words after remembering it? You are at sea when you come across sino into idioms and phrases, fill in the blanks in exam? Or you find very difficult in comprehending the editorial and comprehension? If yes, then you are at right place. I'll make it easier for you. Myself again, you are tuned with Exam Made Easy YouTube channel. We'll learn words through the Hindu editorial. Let's start. Now see friends, today editorial is growth needs steps beyond reform, right? It's very important and it's very conceptual. You can, if you read it, or you might have read today, right? If you read it, you will come across different and important words. So let's start. The first word is watershed, right? Watershed. Here the, if you read this very carefully, then it says that in the post-independent economic history of our country, 1991 stands out as watershed year, right? 1991, of course, there was economic liberation, right? So here it means that watershed means it is an event or period making a turning point in any situation, right? It is, then it is called watershed year. If you can make it on your own any sentence, right? So Ram got job in 2021 and it was his watershed year in his life, right? So watershed means any event or period which is very important and which makes turning point in a situation is called watershed. Avert. Avert means, avert means prevent or ward off. It is, you can remember it, ward off means rokna, prevent, rokna, right? In Hindi we say rokna. An undesirable occurrence, if something which is about to come and you have solution, you prevented that, tragedy, then you averted it, you averted it. Now see here, the sentence, if you read the article, it says that a near tragedy was averted. Near tragedy means which a tragedy was about to come and a near tragedy was averted, right? It was prevented. Now next word is dismantle. Dismantle means when you make or take anything, into pieces, you break it, right? A machine or a structure means you are dismantling it, right? Now see the word here, if you see that, then you will find that. Now see, the back with, just you, the break with past came in three important ways: dismantling the vast network of license, right? So when you take anything, to pieces, you are dismantling it. Now spearheaded, right? Or here you can say that spearhead. Spearhead means to lead, right? To lead in any, to lead in an, when you are about to attack, or you are leading any movement. So you are super head, or you have super headed it, right? So here, if you read this, you will come to know that Dr. Manmohan Singh, as finance minister, superheaded the new policy. So he was leading that, policy. Articulate, right? Articulate, the next word is articulate. If you see this, articulate has two meanings. First, in general sense, when you pronounce any word or something very clearly and distinctly, means you articulated well, right? But it has another meaning when you form a joint, when two things, when you form it, then you articulated that, right? So here, if you refer the your editorial, then you will come to know that he articulated the need for change and provided need for change, right? He articulated the need for change. So he formed if there was two things, there was joint and he made it one. So he articulated, he made a joint like that. Now there is proverb that, now see, first you refer your editorial. The proof of pudding is in eating, right? The proof of the pudding is in eating, right? It is idioms, it is idioms. If you know the meaning, that means, now see, the meaning may be the real value of something can be judged only from practical experience or result, not from appearance or theory. दिस मीन्स इन हिंदी, इन जनरल सेंस हम लोग ये कह सकते हैं, जो कोई चीज दिखना चाहिए रिजल्ट में, ना कि थ्योरी में, राइट? देन एट दैट प्लेस यू कैन यूज दिस इडियम्स, द प्रूफ ऑफ द पुडिंग इज इन ईटिंग, राइट? नाउ नेक्स्ट इज ऑफसेट. Offset means a consideration or amount that diminishes or balance effect of an opposite ones. Now see the editorial and you will come to know that. Now see, we still run a high merchandise trade deficit which is offset to a large extent of surplus in service. That means, it is a consideration or amount which diminishes, means कम करता है the balance, और diminishes और बैलेंस और संतुलन बनाता है द इफेक्ट ऑफ एन अपोजिट वंस. कोई उसके विपरीत चीज है या उसके अपोजिट चीज है तो उसको बैलेंस बनाता है. नाउ नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज एनिमल स्पिरिट. if you read it article you will come to know this animal spirit means natural exuberance. Exuberance means, in high energy, in you know you are something, you are in high energy, you are lively. That means natural exuberance. Now next word is spur. Spur means it gives encouragement or incentive to do something, right? Now see, refer your article and you will come to know the word spur, right? Here is animal spirit and the word spur is here. Now see, reforms supplemented by a careful nurturing of investment climate are needed to spur growth again. Spur means, of course, this is an incentive or this is an encouragement to do the thing very, good or faster. So this way today we learned 9 words which are very important. Again, we'll revise it. Watershed means again it is, important event or important period which makes, very good point in any situation. Avert means talna. Generally, let's say in Hindi, avert means talna. avert means avert means टालना, right? Dismantle means टुकड़े टुकड़े में तोड़ना, to take a machine or a structure to pieces. Spearhead means spearheaded or spearhead, just you cut this. Spearhead means lead करना. I spearheaded in any movement like that, you can say. Or Gandhi ji spearheaded in civil disobedience movement. Now articulate, when you pronounce any word or anything clearly and distinctly, or you can use form or joint, right? When two things are there, or when two things is broken and when you make it one, you are articulated it, right? Next, the idioms is the proof of pudding is in eating. It's very important idioms and you may come across in many exam. It means that the things should be in, practical, the things should be in result, not in, appearance or theory, right? Next word is offset. Offset means, of course, something, there is some consideration or something which balance the opposite effect of opposite one, right? This is called offset. Now natural, animal spirit, it is natural exuberance, means natural, energy or something which happens on its own, right? Like that. Spur means when you give an incentive or encouragement to someone, you are spurring the national growth, like that. So this way we learned today 9 words, and which is very important. Now I'll suggest you that if you want to, make your concept strong, this channel has a playlist which is called, the concept building, and you can make your concept, very strong in economics, politics, science and tech, environment, or many other miscellaneous topic, because we refer the daily Hindu editorial. And if in that editorial, let's say this editorial has different concept, so you can, build your concept there. And at final, if you find this, video useful, and if it adds value to your knowledge, please do like, subscribe and share. Thank you. See you in tomorrow lecture. Thank you very much.